Hi everyone, it's Salita, and today I will be solving a typical programming interview question called twoSum 2 with you guys. And this is considered a easy programming interview question by LeetCode, and it's also a very common programming interview question. In fact, it was one of the first technical interview questions that I had to solve, and I thought it was a great question because there are so many ways to approach this problem, but there is also a better and more efficient way to do it, and that is the approach we're going to take today. And so yeah, let's get into it and see what this problem's about, and then I will try to solve it. So given an array of integers that is already sorted in ascending order, find two numbers such that they add up to a specific target number. The function twoSum should return indices of the two numbers such that they add up to the target, where index 1 must be less than index 2. Note, your return answers, both index 1 and index 2, are not zero-based. You may assume that each input would have exactly one solution, and you may not use the same element twice. So here they give us an example, and the example, it has an input with the numbers 2, 7, 11, and 15, and a target of 9, and the output is 1 and 2 because the first two numbers give us the target of 9. And since this is not zero-based, instead of the answer being 0 and 1, it's 1 and 2. And 2 plus 7, which are the first two numbers, give us the target of 9. So that is how we find our output. So how would I approach this problem? First of all, I would have a left and a right pointer. The left pointer pointing to the leftmost part of the array, and then the right pointer pointing to the rightmost part of the array. And I will see if the number at the leftmost part of the array and the number of the rightmost part of the name sum together give me the target. If they don't, I will have to move one of the pointers. So if the sum is less than the target, I would have to move the left pointer inwards, because that means that I have to get a larger number to get the target. And if the sum is greater than the target, then I would have to move the right pointer inwards, because that would mean that I have to find something that is smaller, a number that is smaller, to see if I can get the sum. So I would try and code it out for you guys, and I will follow my algorithm. First, I will have my left, which would be the leftmost side of the array, which was left is 0, and then the right would be length of numbers minus 1. Now I am going to loop through. So while the left is less than the right, I will keep looping it, and I will look for the sum. I'll name it temp sum. You can name it whatever you want. And the temp sum is going to be the numbers at the left plus the numbers on the right. And after that, I will see if the temp sum is equal to the target. And if it is, I would just return it. But I would have to add 1 to both of the pointers, because this is not zero-based. So I'll add 1 to it. And otherwise, we'll have to see if temp sum is less than the target. If it's less than the target, I will have to move the left-hand side, the pointer to the right, and then if the temp sum is greater than the target, then I'll have to move the right-hand side to the left. So let me try and run that code and see if it works. I have to name it numbers. So great, there we have our solution. And this solution gives us a time complexity of O of n, because we only have to loop through the array once. And since it was already sorted, we didn't have to do anything extra to sort it. And all we had to do is have the two pointers and see if they equal to the target. And if not, keep moving the pointers until we find the target. And so yeah, I hope you like this approach. and I hope you enjoyed working on twoSum with me. Thanks for watching, and until next time.